The Queen oversaw great change throughout her 70-year reign, not least of which in terms of the monarchy's relationship with the people. The question of the firm's cost to taxpayers arose often, yet while the Crown has long received a grant from public funds, by most estimates this was greatly exceeded in value by what the Queen gave back. The Windsors, with the Queen as their centrepiece, are the most recognisable royal family in the world. In 2017, business valuation consultancy Brand Finan estimated the British royal family was worth £67.5 billion. Although a large part of this reflects their ownership of assets such as the Crown Estate and Buckingham Palace, the monarchy also generates a significant amount of revenue from their brand. According to Forbes, the firm's net average contribution to the UK economy comes to £1.9 billion per year. The largest share of this figure is attributed to the boost in tourism, but royal warrants, taxes paid on private estates and excess revenue generated by the Crown Estate also play a role. The Queen contributed millions to the public coffers through taxes, tourism and estate profits. Image, Getty. Crowds gathered outside Buckingham Palace in mourning on Friday, September 9. Image, Getty. According to Brand Finan's report, the royal family provided £125 million in global press coverage for the UK in 2017. Interest in the royal family and adoration for the Queen in particular have long been a significant tourism draw, contributing £550 million to the UK economy in 2017. This June, the Queen's Platinum Jubilee alone reportedly generated over £6 billion as people splashed out on celebrations. Although it is hard to tease out just how many tourists travel to the country specifically because of the royal family, visitor numbers to Britain's royal residences provide a good indication. In the year leading up to the pandemic, the likes of Windsor Castle, Buckingham Palace, Clarence House, Frogmore House and the Palace of Holyrood House received a record 3,285,000 visitors. Read more. Proms cancelled and strikes called off after the death of the Queen. Tea merchants Twinings were first awarded a royal warrant in 1837. Image, Getty. London, with its number of royal attractions, typically welcomes over 20 million tourists a year. Image, Getty. The Royal Collection Trust manages the opening of the Queen's residences to the public, as well as the Royal Collection, one of the most important art collections in the world. According to its annual report, ticket sales amounted to just under £50 million between 2019 and 2020, with gift shop sales adding a further £20 million. The Queen's seal of approval, in the form of a royal warrant, is also a sales boon to many high-end British products. Brand Finan chief executive David Haig estimates that a royal warrant can boost the holder's revenue by as much as 10%. The Queen granted 686 royal warrants during her reign, to brands such as Clarins, Barbour, and Twinings. Don't miss huge relief to millions. Firms welcome bill freeze announced by Truss, reveal Putin to disappear as elites turn on Russian despot over Ukraine war. Latest Starmer hit with devastating resignation just hours after facing Truss. Report Piers Morgan blasts vile disgusting criticism of Queen after death. Reaction. Outside of the royal family's private residences, the ruling monarch is also the custodian of the Crown Estate, a vast portfolio of properties and land throughout the UK valued at just over £15 billion in 2021. This includes the entirety of Regent Street in central London, Ascot Racecourse and around 2 million acres of agricultural land and forests, as well as over half of Britain's foreshore. In the financial year ending 2022, revenue from the Crown Estate came to £312.7 million. However, since 1760 this income has accrued to directly the Treasury, who then redistribute a fraction of it back to the monarchy in the form of the sovereign grant. Ascot Racecourse, only a short drive from Windsor, is part of the Crown Estate. Image, Getty. Originally set at 15% of Crown Estate profits, since 2017 an additional 10% was awarded in order to fund repairs to Buckingham Palace over a 10-year period. For 2022 the sovereign grant came to around £86 million, leaving an excess of almost £230 million to the public purse. However, some argue the true cost of the royal family to the taxpayer is far higher. The sovereign grant goes towards carrying out over 2,000 official engagements each year, but does not cover security or the expense of hosting celebrations which are picked up by police forces and local authorities. Trending: the Queen also personally contributed millions to the Treasury in the form of income and capital gains taxes on her private wealth, estimated to total over £400 million at the time of her death. Balmoral Castle, where the Queen spent her final weeks over the summer, was owned by her privately, as was Sandringham House and a vast collection of artwork, jewellery and investments. The Queen was not legally obliged to pay tax, but she and then Prince Charles opted to start doing so voluntarily in 1992.